Kong recipes for your pup. If you have a dog, then you probably know what a Kong is, right? Well, we love our Kong. Actually, we have, I think, 5, maybe even 6 at this point, because the way we like to use them, it pays off to have more, and I'll tell you why. Because there are certain recipes that we use. You can go buy the things to fill the inside of the Kong, but you don't necessarily have to do that. Once you buy the Kong, you can put your own things inside. So I'm going to share with you today what we put inside of our dog's Kongs, and maybe you can use the same thing for your dogs too. But first, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and please do share it with anyone you know who has a dog that you think might enjoy some of these Kong recipes, and also check me out on Instagram at Creatively Bambi. Now, here we go. Here is exactly what you're going to need to make your dog's Kong treat. You're probably like, gross. But this is what most dogs are going to like. My dog is like, for him, this is the equivalent. Okay, for a human, like I would like a slice of cake. This is his slice of cake, but it's not bad stuff. Okay, this is exactly what you're going to need to make your dog's Kong treats. This, as gross as it looks, is pureed canned pumpkin. And you can get a can of this. I get like the big giant one. I think it's 32 ounces if I'm not mistaken. You can get it for like $2 or $3. First thing you're going to need to do is cut up your hot dog and your cheese into teeny tiny little pieces. And I'm going to show you in my hand how small I do these. I mean, look, they're like this, right? Not like minuscule, but that's, here, let's see. That's the size that you're going to want to do, about that size, okay? So I would say maybe like a 1/2 inch size pieces. Of course, they're not all going to be perfect, but the reason you need to make them small is because you have to be able to fit this mixture into the larger hole of the Kong. And I'll show you that now. That's one hole, but there's the other hole. I mean, it's big, but you can't, like, the mixture is like it's like a wet mixture, so it's like a batter kind of. So you want to make sure you can fit everything down in there, because it gets a little bit messy, which is fine, because this mixture, it's not just a make 1 or 2 and done. You can make a lot out of it, and it's great. So cutting up the hot dogs here, and then I'm going to do the same thing with our cheese. Scoot all that over. This is the fastest, easiest recipe, and I bet you probably don't know what's in your dog food exactly. You don't know all the ingredients. You probably don't know all of the you just probably don't know everything that's in it, or in his food or her treats or food. You probably don't know. This way, you know, with the exception of that hot dog. I mean, and you look at the ingredients. Like these are things. Honestly, this is going to sound crazy, but these are things I would give my own kids, because I buy good quality ingredients. So look, I'm putting everything in this bowl. And next we're gonna go ahead and add the other ingredients. Our chicken broth. I'm just gonna use my spatula for that, because that almond butter tends to be a little messy. And next, that's it. Can you believe it? We're going to mix everything up. Now, I will tell you, sometimes, like if the mixture is a little too thick, you can just add a little bit more chicken broth to loosen it up a little bit. But you don't want it to be too thick. All right, so we're just getting all that mixed in. The dairy, some of you might be saying, oh, why are you giving your dog cheese and yogurt? Well, there's not a whole lot of it. All right, so for everything I've read, and our veterinarian says, you can give your dog dairy in moderation, obviously, unless your dog has an allergy, and that goes without saying with any food, right? So we do a little bit, not too much, because we don't want our dog to get an upset stomach. That's no fun. But a little bit is great. Now, you're going to take your Kong. Here we go. And I'm going to grab a spoon. This. If you have like soup spoons, those really don't work as well because you want to use a spoon that can... You want to use a spoon that you can kind of, it's not going to go all the way down in there, but you want to use a spoon that you can get to kind of point down into that hole of the Kong. And now I'm just going to fill. I know that's not the tidiest looking Kong in the world, excuse me. You're probably like, ew, but it is clean. It's just been kind of sitting for a few days while I waited to record this video for you. Okay, so here is the Kong, and you're going to take this mixture. Like I said, if it's too thick to do this, all you have to do is add a little bit more chicken broth to loosen it up some, but this is fine. Okay, so you're going to do this, and to get it to drop down all the way in the bottom, you're just going to gently hit it on your counter, or in this case, it's my cutting board. See there? And you're going to fill this all the way up. And I mean all the way up until it's like basically spilling out at the top, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, this is how I like to do mine. You see how I have that coming out of the top like that? Now, you can give this to your dog like this. Obviously, you wouldn't want to put it like on carpet. You would want to put it on a hard floor because it's going to be messy. But what I like to do is I like to freeze this, okay? This gets rock solid, and then I work from home. I'm sure plenty of you are working from home as well. So you need something to keep your dog happy and entertained because it's your coworker basically and they need to not like be on your lap when you have a meeting, right? Or like whining in the background. This is a game changer. So you freeze this, and over the course of the next like hour or so, they'll work on getting it out. Some dogs might just go for it the whole time. My dog, it's so frozen that he like eventually is like, oh, let me just go play with something else, or let me go do something else. But he'll work on this for a good 10 minutes and be happy as a pig in mud. And I'm not kidding. And then as it begins to thaw out, sometimes he has a little trouble getting it out. So I'll show you with this one. So what you'll do is, like if it'll be like down on the inside, what I do is I just take the Kong, and sometimes I'll either step on it or I'll press on it like this to get the stuff loosened. It literally takes 5 seconds. It's not like it's a big project. And then I'll go like this, and I'll hit it on the ground, and then the filling will kind of make its way to the end. I'm telling you, he loves it. So this is the Kong, and I hope you'll try this with your dog. You can use other ingredients. You can use beef broth. You could use chicken or hamburger. I haven't ventured into like the raw food area with dogs yet. I think that is a personal family decision. You do what works for you, but find a good combination of healthy ingredients that are dog friendly, and try making your own homemade dog Kong filling. It is very inexpensive, and your dog is gonna love it. Rocco, do you want a Kong? What is that? Is that your Kong? What do you have? Is that your Kong, buddy? Check me out on Instagram at Creatively Bambi. Give this video a thumbs up and share. Thanks for checking with me today. I'll see you next time.